There's just so much in this Codex of Love, right? It's like an epic tapestry weaving passion, spiritual commandments, and even a guide on how to choose a partner. It's vivid and
Yeah,
almost overwhelming in its imagery and depth.
absolutely. I mean, have you noticed how it oscillates between commanding us to treat love as sacred while also, well, prescribing specific rituals? It's as if love is both a divine mystery and a practical art form.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the text tells you not to seek a lover per se, but to seek the embrace of love. And it constantly reminds us that love isn't just about, physical union. It's also about passion, truth, and even a kind of cosmic balance.
Right. And then there's those vivid instructions like gathering 7 stones or seashells and reciting the 7 ways of passion. It's really ritualistic. It almost feels like a manual for spiritual love alchemy.
Yes, exactly. It's kind of like each element, the stones, the seashells, even the specific counts like 7 petals, symbolizes different aspects of love. It's layered and multifaceted.
Yeah. But I have to ask, do you think that all of these prescribed rituals are meant to be literal instructions? Or are they metaphorical guidelines for nourishing relationships?
Oh, well, it walks that fine line. On one hand, there's a literal feel to it, like gather 7 seashells under the moonlight, which might feel very ritualistic. But then there's a level of poetic metaphor that suggests these acts are, in essence, symbolic gestures intended to awaken passion and, connect us to something deeper than just physical
Yeah,
desire.
right. I get that. It seems to argue that love is a force of life, not just a momentary spark, and it intertwines love with morality, truth, and even divine instruction. There's that repeated idea of I am Ishtar in there. What do you make of that?
That's the divine signature, isn't it? Ishtar stands as a symbol of both love and war, softness and strength. The text uses her identity to push the idea that love is not passive. It's a powerful driving force that can either heal or, if misused, devastate.
Mm-hmm. And it's interesting how it blends religious language with very sensual, even taboo topics. I mean, there's a part that says a lover's touch should start at the heart and warns against overindulging in lust without true intimacy.
Right, exactly. It's like love is channeled through both the physical and the spiritual. The text reminds us that a woman's body, for example, isn't just something to be possessed, it's a temple of sorts. And this idea of marriage as a fusion of friends turning into lovers, it's almost prescriptive in how to nurture what it calls the secret of marriage.
Yep. I also find it curious that it mentions pain and suffering are as integral as joy and love. It kind of implies that letting pain in can lead to a more profound truth about intimacy. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it's like an echo of the idea that pain is the cost of truth. The text even advises us to mourn our losses and hold on to passion. It's as if every tear, every moment of despair is a step
Right.
towards a deeper experience of love.
But here's something that puzzles me a bit. While the Codex exalts sincere passion and encourages the nurturing of a delicate, almost divine connection, it also sets strict boundaries. For instance, it warns if you let your passions burn too wild, you'll end up like a tree consumed by flame. Do you think that's too strict a guideline for modern interpretations of love?
Well, that's a valid point. I mean, I appreciate the balance it's trying to strike. On one hand, celebrating passion, and on the other, cautioning against reckless indulgence. It's like it's saying, embrace love, but with mindfulness. I can see that. especially, in a world where love can sometimes be chaotic.
Yeah, exactly. There's also that recurring theme of the number seven: seven petals, seven ways of the heart, seven truths of ecstasy. It's almost like the text believes that perfection and completeness in love come in sevens. It felt almost mystical.
Yes, totally. It's as if the number seven represents a kind of holistic entirety of passion. Every aspect from intimacy and ecstasy to pain and truth is accounted for. It's like a blueprint for the soul. The repeated use of seven adds a ritualistic, almost liturgical texture to
Mm-hmm.
it.
And speaking of rituals, there are those very specific instructions for both men and women: how a woman should interact with her passion, and how the man should approach intimacy. Candles, rosemary, even the rubbing of a womb thrice. It's quite explicit.
Exactly. It redefines the act of loving into a ceremonial event where every gesture is loaded with meaning. It's a kind of performance as much as it is a connection. It tells you, treat this as sacred because the body, the heart, the soul, they're all
Right.
intertwined in the divine embrace.
And then there's the concept of silence as a key to understanding love. It says silence, silence, silence. Listen to the beat of love. That almost suggests that words are insufficient. A lot of truth is found in unspoken, silent communion.
Oh, yeah. Silence is portrayed as the womb of wisdom. In that silence, the heart can truly listen, reflect, and, in a way, converse with the divine. It's like a pause that allows all the layered meanings of love
Absolutely.
to be absorbed.
I noticed it even contrasts love with commerce. It warns us that love cannot be bought, and that material things are dwarfed by the essence of love. It's both a spiritual and ethical call.
Right, it's an indictment of a world where love is often treated as a commodity. Instead, it insists that love arises from the heart and is something you nurture and exchange with sincerity. There's a purity to it that transcends superficial transactions.
Yeah. And then there's that poetic narrative of the three roses: blue, yellow, and white, each representing aspects like liberty, devotion, and peace. It introduces a family or generational element to passion. What did you make of that?
I found that part fascinating. The roses almost serve as metaphors for love's evolution. The blue rose, symbolizing the origin, imparts wisdom on how to maintain liberty through the nurturing of faith and understanding. The interplay among them suggests that to preserve one's liberty in love, all these qualities must be balanced.
Exactly. It also emphasizes that love is a mutual journey, a shared responsibility, not simply what one receives, but what one gives and nurtures. And that idea comes full circle toward the end with the proclamation: a heart that bleeds with love is healed by love.
Precisely, that line really encapsulates the whole message. It's like love is both the medicine and the cure, the pain and the remedy, and it reinforces the central theme that love, in all its forms, romantic, spiritual, and even familial, is a transformative force.
Yep. I also appreciate the call for introspection. Before a man can understand a woman, he must first learn to listen to the beat of his own heart. It's almost a challenge to look inward and claim full responsibility for one's expressions of love.
Absolutely, that's a key takeaway. It's not a one sided affair, it pushes both self awareness and mutual vulnerability. The text demands that lovers be honest and pure, not only with others, but also with themselves.
Right. But sometimes I wonder if this amalgamation of mystic symbols, rituals, and ethical commandments might sometimes overwhelm people trying to apply it in modern relationships. What do you think?
I see what you mean, and I respectfully think that while it is dense and perhaps archaic in some respects, its core message remains powerful. Yes, the language is elaborate, but beneath it lies the timeless truth that love is both fragile and formidable, a duality that, if embraced, can lead us to a deeper connection with both ourselves and others.
That's a good point. True, it does invite us to slow down and consider love as a sacred art rather than a casual fling. And, the insistence on reciprocity and genuine intimacy is something that really resonates even today.
For sure, it challenges the disposable culture around relationships, encouraging us to be more intentional. And the interplay of cosmic imagery, the stars, the heavens, the divine feminine and masculine, reminds us that love transcends just the human realm. It's as if the universe itself
Exactly.
echoes our passion.
And then there's the infusion of ethical guidelines, like not taking love for granted, honoring parents, and protecting not only our own hearts but the hearts of our children. That elevates the discussion from mere romantic indulgence to a societal responsibility.
Yes, it ultimately calls us to a higher standard of living and loving. It weaves together ecstasy, pain, truth, and passion into a framework that's as much about personal evolution as it is about external relationships.
Right. In a way, it's a call to reclaim the sanctity of love in a world that often seems too busy to pause and feel. There's a plea for tenderness, humility, and the courage to face both joy and sorrow.
Exactly. And even though some parts might seem esoteric or even overwhelming to a modern reader, at its heart it is a celebration of love's mystery, its transformative power, and, yeah, its bittersweet nature.
Yep. Ultimately, this codex, with its rich metaphors and prescribed rituals, reminds us that love is art, science, and even a kind of divine performance. It asks us to engage with love fully, with our hearts, minds, and yes, our very souls.
Absolutely. And by meditating on these words, even if not taken literally, we can perhaps unlock a deeper understanding of what it means to love and be loved. It's a profound, albeit complex guide to nurturing both passion and
Exactly.
peace.
Well, this has been an enlightening conversation. It makes you realize that despite the layers of ancient language and mystery, the core message is timeless. Love is sacred, love is transformative, and love must be approached with both passion and care.
Yes, indeed. And even if some of the rituals and metaphors seem esoteric, they remind us to not only feel deeply, but also to honor the sacredness of every moment of love. Let's keep that fire kindled and treasure the embrace of love in all its forms.
Absolutely. So, here's to love, its magic, its mysteries, and its powerful call to be our most tender and truthful selves.
Cheers to that, and may we all find our eyes and hearts open to the eternal divine dance of love.